Hello and Happy New Year! For this week's assignment, we had to keep a food journal for one day and evaluate our diet, focusing on which nutrients we are excessively consuming and which nutrients we are lacking in our daily diet. Although the assignment only asked for us to complete a journal for one day, I opted to use information from a food journal I kept for the entire week, beginning last Tuesday and concluding today, as I felt this would be a more accurate representation of my personal diet. I fluctuate from having good days where my diet is fairly balanced and healthy to poor days where I indulge in foods that aren't very healthy. So I felt it was important for myself to complete this journal over a longer period of time to account for the fluctuations in my eating habits. Gathering information from one healthier day won't help me properly evaluate the true deficiencies in my diet. My personal profile on the Super Tracker has me aiming for a calorie allowance of 1,800 calories per day, which I was under on every day. On average, my diet for the week was just over 1,300 calories, which would account for the 2 pounds of weight loss I had in just this week alone. My empty calories for the week was over the allowance of 161 calories, at 205 calories. 118 of those calories was from fats. The minerals calcium, potassium, copper, iron, and magnesium were all under their target levels. However, the averages were not very far off from the target points, thankfully. Vitamins A, C, D, E, K, and choline were all under their target levels as well by a fairly large margin. I feel this has to do with the very low amount of vegetables and fruits that I consume daily. My average protein intake for the week was 4.5 ounces and given the status of OK. My target amount was 5 ounces of protein foods. Vitamins and minerals are important to the diet because the body uses them for a proper development and growth as they support the chemical reactions our cells need. It's also important to note that the body doesn't produce vitamins and minerals, which are known as micronutrients, as we need them in just small amounts, which is why it is all the more important to eat a balanced diet that provides them. Carbohydrates are considered a macronutrient and are the body's main source of energy. The heart, brain, kidneys, and muscles need carbohydrates to function, which are converted to glucose once they are digested. It is important to consume the right carbohydrates, such as whole grains, vegetables, and fruits, instead of simple carbohydrates like white breads and simple sugars. Whole grains, fruits, and vegetables are also valuable sources of fiber, which, while not absorbed by the body, helps to regulate the digestive system. Protein is another macronutrient needed for the body to function properly. It is the building block of bones, muscles, cartilage, skin, and blood, and helps to produce enzymes, hormones, and other chemicals in the body. Protein is also necessary for the building and repairing of tissues. Fats are usually seen as something to avoid, especially when dieting, but the body can't produce essential fatty acids, and so it relies on your diet to provide them. These essential fatty acids are necessary for brain development, blood clotting, and managing inflammation. Fats also provide energy for the body and helps the body absorb the vitamins A, D, E, and K. When consuming fats, it is important to limit saturated fats, which are found in meat and milk and can increase the body's levels of bad cholesterol, and trans fats, the fats found in fried and processed foods. Unsaturated fats, which are found in fish, nuts, and olive oil, are considered to be good fats. Water is also necessary in a healthy diet because it maintains the balance of electrolytes, regulates body temperature, and also accounts for over 50% of your body weight. This week I was surprised to learn that my caloric intake was well below my target level every day, even on the day that I had 2 slices of pizza for lunch. I was also surprised that so many of my daily allowances were met. I really thought my diet wasn't as healthy as the numbers showed me, even though I tried my hardest to eat healthy foods and make better choices when choosing meals and snacks. My diet is essential to maintaining my health and wellness. Without a well-rounded diet, I could become obese, increase my risks for developing a chronic disease, or exacerbate pre-existing conditions. I already know from this assignment that my diet is not helping my anemia because my iron consumption levels are very low. I also know that without a proper amount of vegetables and fruits in my diet, that my fiber intake is not as high as I would like it. I feel that my dietary intake could potentially increase my health risks if I don't improve upon it. While my caloric intake is below my target level, and thus helping me to lose weight, I'm consuming far too many empty calories in my opinion. I would like to start increasing the amount of vegetables and fruits I consume on a daily basis. I also want to lower the amount of carbohydrates I consume. While I eat healthy, complex carbs, I have been over my daily allowance each day for them. I also want to add fish into my diet as a source of protein and essential fatty acids.